Maxi Gomez, Pablo Fornals and Joan Jordan, West Ham's La Liga transfers. How will they fit in? Before the video starts, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss out on any of the content coming over the summer, and give this video a like if you enjoy it. I've also put a quiz question in the comment section below, so go down there and see if you can get the answer right. And keep watching to the end, where I'll be tactically analysing how these three signings could fit into Pellegrini's side. Pablo Fornals has been confirmed as a West Ham signing from Villarreal for a fee of around £24 million. Fornals is an attacking central midfielder who'd be best playing in a 4-3-3 as one of the two advanced central midfielders ahead of a deeper player, or in a 4-2-3-1 ahead of a double pivot in behind a striker. Fornals is only 23, so will bring longevity to the West Ham midfield. He's a dynamic dribbler who will give West Ham the ability to transition attacks quickly, as currently Pellegrini has a midfield of Rice, Noble and Obiang, and none of them really have the pace or dribbling ability to receive the ball in their own half and move past an opposition central midfielder with the ball and then play a through ball for the likes of Anderson or Antonio to make runs in behind the back line. This is seen as Fornals made 1.1 dribbles per game last season in La Liga, and in the 2017-18 season made 1.5 per game. Last season for West Ham, Declan Rice made 0.8 dribbles per game and Mark Noble made just 0.5 per game, which shows that Pablo Fornals would bring a drastic improvement in the ability to advance the attack via a dribble to the West Ham midfield. I'd say Fornals is an improvement on Lanzini, as even though the Argentine is the creative centrepiece of the West Ham side, he doesn't have the same ability to create from deep as Fornals. Lanzini is at his most creative when around the box, with the ability to play a quick, short and incisive pass in behind the back line, or dribble past defenders to move the attack into a goal scoring position. Rarely do you see Lanzini pick up the ball in deep positions and play long passes out wide or direct through balls in behind the defence. But Fornals is very good at this, which is seen with the 1.3 key passes per game he recorded last season in La Liga and the 1.5 key passes per game from the 2017-18 season. Fornals could be paired alongside Lanzini in a 4-3-3 ahead of Declan Rice, though out of the two I think Fornals would be a better option in that roaming central midfield position, as around the box his movement is better, especially when the ball is out wide. He's more dynamic physically, which allows West Ham to counter quickly, which is a style of play that would suit Pellegrini's side, with players like Anderson, Arnautovic and Antonio in the side. Joan Jordan, the Eibar player, has reported to be the subject of a £13 million bid from West Ham, and if signed I think he'd be an excellent addition to the base of midfield. Unlike Fornals, who is more of an advanced central midfielder, Jordan is more of a deep line playmaker who's best playing in a midfield double pivot. Jordan is one of the most creative central midfielders in La Liga, which is seen as he's created 1.9 key passes per game last season, which was the fifth most of any central midfielder in the league, more than the likes of Modric or Rakitic. Whereas a Lanzini or a Fornals create primarily from advanced positions through short key passes, Jordan is very good at playing incisive passes from deep in the form of a long pass over the back line or from a crossing opportunity. Off his 1.9 key passes per game, 0.6 per game on average were from long key passes from deep positions, which is more than Fornals, who registered 0.2 long key passes per game last season. Jordan will be able to pick up the ball in deep positions and transition the attack quickly with an incisive pass for players in between the lines. This would aid West Ham's counter-attacking style, as neither Rice nor Noble have this particular quality, which is why West Ham's build-up can often be slow and result in long balls forward rather than a low incisive pass into the attacking midfielders in the half spaces. Jordan's only weakness is his athleticism, as he can be exploited if he's faced with a one-on-one with a quick dribbler in a central position, though playing next to Declan Rice, who'd be more of an anchor man, should help cover his weakness, as Rice is excellent at covering the ground and putting in necessary tackles to break up the play. Though the Spaniard is very intelligent in terms of his reading of the game to make interceptions and his standing tackling ability, so if played in the right system alongside a ball-winning midfielder, his lack of athleticism shouldn't be a major issue. Jordan is a very good long shooter, which would add some variety to the West Ham attack, and is 24, nearly 25, so a transfer fee of around £15 million would be fantastic value. Maxi Gomez, Celta Vigo's Uruguayan centre forward, has also been closely linked with a move to West Ham. The Argentine will be 23 in August and is a 6'1" powerhouse of a striker. His main attributes are his aerial ability, movement and awareness of other teammates' movement when around the box. Last season Celta Vigo would often look to play long balls from one of the fullbacks up to Gomez around the box, for him either to control on his chest to bring other players into play or knock down first time for an oncoming attacker. He is very Peter Crouch-like in this way, though certainly more physically strong when battling against centre-backs. He combines the aerial dominance of Andy Carroll with the ball control and finishing ability of Marko Arnautovic. In La Liga last season he scored 13 goals from 33 games for a Celta Vigo side who finished just above the relegation zone and only scored 53 goals in total. He also overperformed his expected goals metric by 0.5 goals, and in the 2017-18 season scored 17 in 35 appearances, while overperforming his expected goals metric by 0.99 goals. What this shows is that Gomez is a clinical finisher who routinely scores from difficult goal scoring positions, such as a slightly wide one-on-one or from crossing situations. He also has top class movement when the ball is out wide to create a bit of space and then to attack the delivery and finish the header clinically. Gomez would offer West Ham the ability to play direct balls when they are struggling to build out through midfield. A long ball could be played from a deep lying central midfielder or a defender to Gomez, who could then knock the ball down for a creative attacker in the half space or bring the ball down on his chest to allow West Ham to move up the pitch and create a sustained period of possession. While Gomez isn't as quick as Arnautovic and doesn't possess the same ability to make long runs in behind the back line, he's more of a deep lying centre forward who will drop deep and seek to link the attack from direct balls. His movement deep will also drag a centre-back with him and should be more beneficial to a counter-attacking style of play than Arnautovic's movement, as it will leave space for the likes of Anderson and Antonio to make runs into. With Gomez in the side, West Ham can also use the fullback's crossing ability, as Gomez would probably be up there with the likes of Ashley Barnes, Chris Wood and Christian Benteke in terms of the ability to attack the ball when the ball is crossed in from out wide. Gomez would cost around £30 million, which I think would be great value for a 22-year-old striker who's had 2 very good seasons in La Liga and is probably the best centre forward West Ham could get in this market, and is a striker that bigger clubs like Everton, Inter Milan and Roma should all be trying to pursue. So how could West Ham line up with these 3 players? Pellegrini should probably use a 4-2-3-1 to get the best out of Jordan, while also covering his lack of athleticism with a very good ball winner in the shape of Declan Rice next to him. The 4-2-3-1 would also allow Fornals to move further forward to link with the deep lying Gomez, with the wide players like Anderson and Yarmolenko making runs into the space created by Gomez's movement. The fullbacks Fredericks and Cresswell would be allowed to advance into crossing positions regularly due to the deep double pivot acting as cover. West Ham should be able to use their fullbacks crossing ability and Gomez's aerial ability as a dangerous offensive weapon. Jordan will give West Ham the creativity from deep that they have lacked and would allow them to find players like Lanzini, Anderson and Fornals in the half spaces. Fornals will bring more dynamism with his dribbling in central positions, which will benefit their counter-attack, and Gomez's aerial ability, link-up play and movement should aid the likes of Anderson, Fornals and the 2 fullbacks more than Arnautovic would. So in summary, I think these would be 3 amazing signings for West Ham this summer if they could get Jordan and Gomez over the line like they have with Fornals. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I'll also put a quiz question in the comment section below, so go down there and see if you can get the answer right.